Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moments with Me, the show where I talk about my personal experiences and my life stories. All right, everyone, welcome back for another great episode. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about getting out of your comfort zone, hence the title of this episode. I wanted to talk about some experiences that I had recently and that sort of thing. But before I do, I want to talk real quick about Fortune, which comes out this Friday to my Heinrich Films channel. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and make sure to watch it on Friday. Link in the description. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. So, why am I talking about getting out of your comfort zone? Well, it's very important. It's very important to get out of your comfort zone. I did some things recently to get out of my comfort zone. So, by the way, if you guys hear that there's a slight difference in my voice, that's why. And some of you guys may have seen from my social media, but I had gone to Knights watch parties because they're in the Stanley Cup final, baby. Let's go. Uh, but I went to the watch parties, and the reason why I'm going to the watch parties, not the actual home games, is because of obvious reasons. It's only $5 for the watch parties, whereas it's like 1,000 something dollars to go to home games, which is just ridiculous. So I'm taking the watch parties and getting home game experience. So I did those things, and I had gone to an emo concert, or emo night tour is what it's called. And basically, it was a mix of like DJ music and rock music, and it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. Well, both the watch parties and the emo night was a lot of fun to go to. And what all those had in common is I actually had gone by myself to all those things. And those are things that I'd normally experience with friends or family or whatever. And I had gone by myself. And with the night's watch parties, I did try to go with family and friends, but it just kind of didn't work out. And in my mind, I didn't want to miss out on an experience because I didn't get to go with someone else. So I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and experience it for myself, just go and have a great time. And that's what I did for all of it. I went, had a great time, and I don't regret going by myself, to be honest. The cool thing was too was I got to meet some really cool people there. I got to meet some really cool people at all three of the things I went to. Both of the night's watch parties and the emo night concert, I met some people. And it's really cool. Also, like kind of going by yourself, you're also more likely to meet more people, I feel like. And I thought that was a really cool experience, and I feel like I want to get to know more people. I want to know more people, and I think that kind of going to these things has been really cool. Now, I know it's not like a guaranteed, oh, I'm going to make friends while I'm out, but just the exposure of going out and doing stuff is really what I wanted to do. And it's what I really got to do with all these things. And on top of that, just have a great time. It's like have a great time, low pressure, not low pressure. I should say no pressure. I don't know why I said low pressure. Low pressure, but you need to make friends. But no, for real though, no pressure into like making friends or doing that sort of thing. And I really like that. I really like that. And it's a lot of fun. With the night's watch parties, I went to game one and game two. We won game one, and that was an awesome game. And unfortunately, we lost game two, but it was at least an exciting game. And the emo night, what was really funny about the emo night was I went, and at first, I was not feeling it. I was not really. I think also because I didn't really know a lot of the music that they were playing at first, but I think that was intentional. I think they were trying to save some of the like bigger hits until later on, or until more people showed up, or really the band showed up because the band was a little late. So I definitely think that that was part of it. But as soon as they started playing songs that I actually knew, I had a blast. I told myself I would maybe leave at like 10 or so, but 10 o'clock, literally no joke, they started playing songs that I knew and grew up with. And I ended up staying the whole night, having an absolute great time. So I'm really happy I decided to stick around and, well, have an awesome time. And I know some people saw me, all emo, like dressed up in emo because of my Instagram and stuff. And look, I wanted to have fun, but I also wanted to do the emo style, and I had done it once for work because I was doing like a twin day and she wanted to do emo and I was like, I'll give it a try. And like I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I think I kind of rocked it a little bit. I think I actually looked pretty good. And it was really fun to kind of do that style and help like stand out from the crowd a little bit. I felt like I was one of the few people that did it, but I just thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to do. But I also kind of thought about something recently too, is I realized that for so long I was waiting to experience things because I wanted to be in a relationship or I was waiting to do it with friends or that sort of thing. And look, I think connection is very important. I want to state that right now. I'm not saying it's not, but I also want to say that I think it's also great that I'm going and experiencing things without the need to wait on someone else to do it. And I think, well, like, really, in terms of being in a relationship, like, I think there's a lot of experiences that I was waiting to have with a partner, and I'm just kind of going ahead and just doing it myself. And I really like that for myself. I really like that I'm giving myself those experiences, kind of also to help build my independence more. I think when I was, I don't want to say like desperate, but, like in search of love, I I felt like I was very dependent on, like being with someone else and all that. And I think over time I'm learning to enjoy my own company, but also not being afraid to go out and do things on my own. And again, because you never know, you might meet someone really cool while you're out doing your thing, and just being yourself. And I don't know, like it's like a very powerful move for me that I am actually getting to go out, live my life, have fun too while doing it, and like meeting people along the way. It's like that whole connection I was talking about that I think is important. It's there. You get to meet more new people, which is awesome. It's great. So if anything, doing stuff by yourself can help with connection even more so. Personally, I would definitely recommend doing things on your own. Like I did in my other episode, I have been going to the coffee shop a lot so I can be by myself and also, get work done that I want to get done and also go out and, kind of have that like cozy vibe and, really get to drink some coffee and get to, work on some stuff. I love that and I'm keeping that going. And also like really because this episode really like what I kind of want your guys' takeaway to be from this episode, if anything at all, is to take care of yourself. To take care of yourself and yeah, go out and have fun and don't wait too long to have the experiences that you want to have. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time that I have for this episode. I know I rambled on quite a bit about this one, but if you liked it, please make sure you like and subscribe and check out Fortune coming out this Friday. Link in the description to my Heinrich Films channel. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys next time.